Welcome back, friends. Today I drove to Barron, Wisconsin to hang out with an old friend. Our guest today has been on the show twice in the past, but it's been a while since we last saw each other. You can catch him at the Pablo Center in Eau Claire on February 21st for his latest album release party and concert. Tickets are still available, so go get yours now. Welcome to the show, Chris Kroeze.
Appreciate it. Thanks for coming up.
Dude, last time I saw you, you were so much more famous than me. I thought maybe if I grew this out, I could catch up to you.
I like it. It's amazing how much growth you've had, because I saw something you posted like last week and it wasn't there, so it's amazing. I can't grow that fast, so I'm jealous.
Well, or this thick. This is incredible. So, in 60 seconds or less, tell people why they should go see you at the Pablo Center on the 21st.
New music. This is the first full album that I'm putting out ever. I wrote all the original songs on it, which is the first time ever. I've always typically gone to Nashville to do all my recording and like getting songs from writers down there, and this is the first one I've actually like taken like over a year to put it together and really pick the songs that I want to sing.
So how much are the songs in it? Because your show is going to be what, 90-ish minutes?
Yeah.
A long show.
Yeah.
How many songs are going to be new?
I think there's like eight new songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So everyone needs to go check it out. So tell me more about the new album. It's called Rednecks. Even Rednecks Get the Blues?
Even Rednecks Get the Blues. It's that's a track on it.
Yeah, which is already out. People can go check it out on Spotify or wherever.
So that song, Even Rednecks Get the Blues, it's the craziest thing. I don't know if you remember my dog I think he was in the studio with us last time.
I think so.
A big Mastiff. Yeah. And he died last spring.
Okay.
And we were writing songs all the time, and like I knew the day was coming. He was almost 13 years old for a big dog.
Yeah.
And when the time came, it kind of crushed me,
Yeah.
And he's my best friend. He laid in here on the couch every day with me, and then he's just gone.
Yeah.
And so that's where that song kind of came from, when Even Rednecks Get the Blues, and it was like I thought I was going to be this tough, I can handle this, and it was like it ruined me. So the song's not about my dog,
sure,
but it's just that sentiment,
What do you think about songs? Because some of the ones that I listen to of yours, they're definitely catchy, but you've been with your wife for a long time. So like Crushing Cans is talking about a breakup, and I'm like, you haven't been through a breakup. What do you think about writing songs that aren't necessarily a direct portrayal of a story from your own life? Because some people are like, seem to be really particular about like, I only write what I, you know what I mean? And that one obviously isn't.
Yeah, I mean, you can go multiple ways with it, like the songs that are the easiest to write are like real, stuff that you really feel. But like a Crushing Cans, I mean, it's just like it's a fictional story,
right?
But we've all been there, like I've been there,
sure.
Maybe not recently, but
sure.
I don't know. It's not necessarily always have to be true, but I think sometimes we get caught up writing songs when we're like, what's gonna resonate with the most people, and something like that. That song did pretty well, but yeah, I don't know.
It's funny how you say did pretty well when music lives forever, kind of, right? Nowadays, though, in today's world, we're so concerned about how the first 30 days, 60 days, quarter, and year perform that we're like, well, the song, okay, that's what it was, and it's like, but the song, it's still there.
It's still there,
and so many songs hit later.
Right.
You know what I mean? They get second and third lives or whatever, whether it's on social media or otherwise. And I think that's one area where me and you have talked off mic a bunch about it, of when you make skits and stuff, they're funny. You just got to do more of them, man, because like a song like that has a hook that would definitely like work and go viral if it like just caught the right thing on TikTok.
Right. Yeah.
You just gotta make it. Okay. So what's your favorite song off the new album? Is it Even Rednecks Get the Blues?
That's it's hard to pick your favorite kid, but
if you had to pick one, which one is your favorite?
Yeah, I don't remember what show it's from, but someone's like, when you get asked to pick your favorite kid, of course I have a favorite kid,
but you don't tell him.
No, it's probably Even Rednecks Get the Blues.
You love them the same, you just like one of them more.
Yeah, you just like one. Yeah, probably Even Rednecks Get the Blues is probably like the most like heartfelt for me, and like feels the most real, so I love that, and it's just love how it turned out, and like the lyrics and everything just kind of came together right for it. There's another song on there called Paris, Texas. Okay. That's really funny. I think it's really funny.
Dude, people don't realize how funny you are. I tell people that all the time. I'm like, Chris is so much funnier than me and almost anyone I know. You just don't show it off all that much, but every time you do, it works.
I think it comes from I was the screw off kid in school, and I got in trouble for it all the time. So just kind of shut it off for a while. And I probably should just not care. And just do it anyway.
So I know this question gets asked a lot, but still, why even do an album anymore? You know what I mean? Because you could just put out, because when you look at like your Spotify or whatever, like you don't put out songs all that often. And I feel like when you have kind of a dry time frame like that, you get out of the algorithm's good side. And I feel like it kind of hurts to not, when people stockpile, because the shelf life's so short anyways. Yeah. It's like, why even do that?
A couple different reasons. I think the main one for me is, for a while there, I was running with a goal where I'm like, I'm going to put out a song a month.
Yeah.
But then I started trying to accomplish that, and it wasn't like, they weren't great songs.
Yeah, you're rushing.
So I was like, I don't want to put a song out just because I have to put a song out.
Yeah.
I want to, take my time with it and, live with these songs for a year and like make sure that, so there's 8 songs on the album, and I think we probably recorded 20.
Wow.
Okay. So
how come are you just not going to use the other?
No, I probably will at a certain point, but we might have to revise, maybe change some lyrics, and just kind of, they just didn't end up being what I thought they were going to be when they were done. They just didn't like click,
Yeah.
And the best place to try out songs is at shows.
Yeah.
Just like stand up.
Sure.
People, they go and try new bits out, try out a new song and see if it resonates with anyone. And that's not a foolproof thing, But,
yeah, but you could use them for like an unused mixtape type EP or whatever, where you're like songs that didn't make the cut part 1 and then put it out. And like,
so I think what I want to do for my next like this next year, what I'm going to be working on is I want to record it all right here, and I want to do an album just called One Mic, One Take.
Oh, sick.
And just do it that way. Straight acoustic songwriter, and I don't even like. Eventually, obviously, you got to put stuff out on DSP, Spotify, and Apple Music and all that. But my vision of it is like just put it out on vinyl,
Oh wow!
To start with.
Okay, cool.
And just sell it at shows.
Well, and so few people are as good live as they are on a recording, and you're one of those extra special people that sounds better live than you do on recording. Not trying to talk smack about recording, but you just sound super good live. So doing one take stuff like that, like I was talking to this band, Return to Dust, who's blowing up. I don't know if you know them.
I've
bunch
heard
of young
them,
kids that are just like, incredible. But they're one of the few where it's like most people nowadays are spending so much time messing around on the computer to make themselves sound good. And even if it doesn't make them sound better, it makes it sound different. And then
processed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so that when they're live, it's not as good. So when you have someone that is really good live, it's like, dude, take advantage of that.
Right.
Look at how big Tiny Desk is. Start putting out more and more of that stuff on YouTube. I mean, we could talk about this forever. Okay, so I want to ask a couple of just fun questions because you have such a luxurious beard.
Oh, yeah.
Almost as good as mine.
It's turning white on me, though.
Dude, we're the same age. I feel it. I shaved my head short, but I could still see. Well, no, I don't. Sorry. My hair is luxurious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who have the 3, if you had to pick the 3 best beards in country music?
I mean, Stapleton is right there. I mean, it's big, gnarly, I get, man, probably Stapleton. Always been a fan of the Zach Brown thing, His is a little tighter, a little more neat. He's like, I'm trying to think. I don't know a third. What's the other one? I mean, Charlie Daniels, classic, classic Santa Claus beard.
Dude, incredible. So, how long have you been growing your hair now?
So I was in college.
It looks really good in the lights, by the way. The way
awesome.
It's like glistening.
Good deal.
It's like you got natural highlights.
Yeah, I did. We went to Mexico in December, and it got a little bleached in the sun, which was great.
But yeah, you've been growing it since high school?
No, so after high school, when I was in college, I just cut it off because I didn't want to deal with it. Actually, it got to the point where I didn't brush it for a few days, and then it was all matted in the back, and I was just like, screw it, and just clipped it off.
Yeah.
And I think it was 2011. I came home for deer hunting with my dad when I cut it off, and I was sitting in a tree stand with a hat on. My hair was driving me nuts, and so I just went and cut my hair off. And then I think that was the last time I cut it short. I've obviously trimmed it and stuff.
What year was that?
2011.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Okay, so how about most luscious locks in country music other than yourself?
I mean, we want to go classic. I mean, Travis Tritt. Have you ever seen that mullet from the 90s?
No, I'm gonna look it up.
Man, if you could put a little picture of Travis Tritt on here
for
that 90s mullet, that was absolutely fantastic. Man, I don't know. Cam, country singer Cam, girl. Okay. We did a show with her in Nashville this last fall, and she's got just beautiful blonde curly hair. I don't know.
I don't pay Willie Nelson belongs in there. It's not that luscious, but those are iconic.
Absolutely,
braids.
Absolutely, yeah. That's. I wish I could go back in time and say Willie Nelson first.
Okay, well, I had you covered. Okay, What about music venues? I know you don't want to pick favorites because you want to get invited back to some other ones, but people who own these venues need to, I know I'm just like so luxurious. People who own these venues need to just like swallow their pride and accept that there are other cool venues. If you had to pick your 3 favorite venues you've ever performed at, what are they going to be?
That's tough. There's definitely going to be like any big festival stage is always like a mind-blowing thing for me. We did the casino in Red Wing. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay,
Treasure Island.
How about we pick then 3 in Wisconsin specifically?
Okay.
Because then you have less to choose from.
Yeah, that's fair enough. One of my favorites is, not to sound like I'm promoting or anything, but like the Pablo Center in Eau Claire is absolutely the most beautiful theater I've ever played in.
Yeah.
You can't take anything away from it. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. We're lucky to have somebody invest as much as they did. Zach Olmsted?
I guess I don't even know.
Yeah, so he owned Jamf. He donated like, I want to say $5 million or something plus. Wow. But like that place is there because people really love the arts and donated to it. Yeah. But when that building got built, it was like $13 million or something. And it was right before the pandemic, and then all things got shut down.
Oh, trust me.
But no, I've gotten to go to like quite a few shows there. I saw yours a couple years ago.
Yep.
Oh, if you want to see a show, like they have like fancy Broadway shows there, and it fits because of how nice it is. That place
it's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
You would never guess that would be in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Yeah, for real.
Ever. And then another venue that's just down the road here. It's called the Enchanted Barn, and it's a like 120-year-old barn.
Wow.
That they just kind of redid, but they didn't. They redid it, but they didn't redo it. If that makes any sense, they like revamped it, but back to its former glory. Like they didn't make it modern.
Sure.
It's you feel like you're in a 120-year-old barn.
So you picked 2 venues. What's the third one?
The third venue, there's in Mason, Wisconsin.
Mason, Wisconsin?
Mason, Wisconsin. Maybe 15 minutes south of Ashland.
Okay.
We got called to do this festival. I don't remember how many years ago. Quite a few, and it was they were a startup, and they called it Concert in the Corn. Okay. Big crop farmers up there. We showed up, and it's just at a farm. And, I was the headliner. That was it. It was like an opening band.
They just put a stage outside?
Literally outside in a cornfield. And, we put this big flown PA up, and it was a huge turnout. It was awesome, and now they're still going, and now they get huge headliners, like Country Jam style,
Sure.
And so that one's really cool to me, just, I guess, probably because I got to see it from the ground up.
Yeah.
And it's still literally a big stage in a cornfield.
Wow.
And it's just, I don't know, it's cool.
It's cool even just with Country Jam and stuff in Eau Claire, and they have all those other music festivals too.
Yeah.
But every time like Country Jam, they bought a whole big property. I don't know if you knew that. So now it's, not even technically Eau Claire. It's some small town that's right connected to it. But we have all these like celebrities coming to Eau Claire, and it's so weird to see them coming to our town. Like, what are you doing here? Granted, some of them are just like flying in. I think when T.I. showed up, his plane was outside or whatever, which I was backstage with him. I did the whole like, "What's up, man?" And he was like, "Yeah." So that was my experience with T.I.
Nice.
Yeah, worth telling that story. What's your most embarrassing moment ever on stage? Tell me the story of it.
Most embarrassing moment.
I feel like
ever
nothing
on
embarrasses you that much, but you play so many shows, something funny must have happened at some point.
Yeah, we were playing a festival in Minnesota. It was my wife and I's 5-year wedding anniversary, and I didn't know she was coming to the show. She showed up and like waved at me in the crowd, and I was like, "Oh, sweet!" But the band had already started playing a song, and I was like, "Hey, shout out to my wife! It's our anniversary, And this song goes out to her." Not thinking. And the song was it was a Randy Travis cover called "Digging Up Bones."
Oh no!
And it's the first verse is I can't even think of it, but it's a song about breaking up and getting divorced.
Oh no!
And I didn't think about it, but everyone in the crowd was like, "Huh, this is a weird song for that."
Did you address it after that, or you just played the rest of the show?
Just went and then rolled with it.
Wow.
She laughed at me.
I was gonna say at least she was a good sport about it.
Yeah, she was a good sport. And another embarrassing thing, I was playing Ronald McDonald House Gala during COVID, so it was all live stream, like legit soundstage, TV cameras, and everything. And me and my fiddle player friend Natalie, we had to do like this 30-second thing where we were just playing the intro to a Garth Brooks song, like a big fiddle guitar thing. And I didn't have a guitar strap. And I was like, I'm not going to need one for 30 seconds. And like we're on TV and on camera with tons of viewers.
Yeah.
And like my guitar starts slipping down and I end up just completely hunched over Like, just so dumb. But that was embarrassing.
You should have been a little bit more prepared.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I know that you've gotten to have some pretty cool experiences with fans. I remember our friend Austin told me a story about how you got to like go perform live on some rooftop or something for some couple that won something. If you had to pick one of your most memorable experiences with a fan, tell me the story of it.
This is something I'm not gonna say names or anything, but I play in my hometown of Barron every summer on a Wednesday for a Music in the Park series.
Oh, cool.
You know, it's super fun. The whole town comes out, and we just set up in the park by the river, and it's a fun night. And I don't remember if it was last year, a couple years ago. There was this kid sitting out in the crowd that I didn't know who he was, but he was like, he had a guitar with him, and like I was kind of, you know, I'm ADD, so I'm like watching this kid playing guitar, and I noticed like he can play. Yeah. You know, just watching his hands, and like he's figuring out the songs that I'm playing and playing them along with me from his spot at the picnic table. And this guitar he had wasn't super nice or anything, and I had this cool old Guild guitar in my truck that I like never really play. And so like after the show, I don't remember how it all went down, but I ended up getting to give him this like cooler, better guitar.
Oh, cool.
And it was just super cool to see like this. I don't know, I love that as a guitar player. It's cool to see like a new generation of guitar players, and a moment where like I would have killed for someone to give me a sweet guitar when I was that age. You know, I didn't have any money. Yeah. You know?
Well, especially like in your hometown. It's not like that many music stars come out of Barron, Wisconsin.
Right. Yeah.
Do you consider your hometown Barron or Rice Lake or
Barron? Yeah, that's where I went to school.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we're in Amish country here.
So you were telling me off mic that you keep shooting more and more deer.
Well.
And stuff.
Yeah.
What's your favorite hunting story?
Favorite hunting? I've got a couple of them. And it's both of my kids getting their first deer.
Sure.
It's just, I don't know, it's a feeling that I can't really hardly put into words. It's I've never been that excited about a hunt ever. Like I was shaking, you know, like just take over. I couldn't stop on both of them. It was just super cool.
Did you make them gut them?
No, absolutely not.
Dude, well, you're a good dad. So give us a quick shout out of like what's next coming up. I know the album is dropping on the 21st. Is it going to be immediately available on the 21st on all streaming platforms? Are you expecting like music videos to drop throughout the year for some of the tracks, or like what are people going to be expecting over the next like 6 months maybe?
Yeah, the album, like the album release party is on the 21st. We'll have physical copies of CDs and whatnot, you know, for people if they want to buy them and use them as coasters at home. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it will become available on Spotify and like all the DSPs actually the night before on the 20th, because the distribution company I use only puts music out on Fridays.
Oh.
And so, which is fine. Yeah. But yeah, it's just gonna put it out and kind of hope for the best. Obviously, probably try to do a bunch of social media stuff around it. I have never been a huge music video guy. I should probably break that trend and maybe do some. I always like end up where, you know, remember like Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Not sure what to do with my hands. Like I always feel so weird about like lip syncing to my song and trying to look cool. It just feels so not real.
Sure.
You know?
I feel like people love that though. You'll just wear something funny and then it'll work. Well, we'll figure it out. But are you then kind of just taking a little bit of a break of making music once that pops off? Or are you gonna are you hitting the ground running with a whole bunch of shows coming up? Or
we've got, you know, this is February, so 21st, you know, the springtime is always slow.
Yeah.
There's not a ton going on, but February, March, April, I've got actually a decent amount of shows, a lot of private shows in that time, but summertime's going to be crazy. So, I mean, we'll be hitting the ground running hard in May. We'll be doing full band rehearsals in here and getting everything going for the year. As far as like new music, though, I'm going to continue to write and keep recording, and I mean, it's one of those things where I think you got to stay on it.
Yeah. I think if you even go 3 months without something popping,
then it's
you get on the wrong side of the algorithm and you start disappearing.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
the algorithm thing, I can't wrap my head around. I could put
changes all the time.
5 hours into shooting and like recording and getting everything video wise looking awesome, sounding amazing. Put out a polished piece of content and it'll do okay. And then I put out a stupid picture of me standing in the woods saying something dumb and it gets 10,000 likes. Like, I don't know.
That's how social media works, man.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying with all those songs you're not releasing, find a place to release them,
Yeah,
because it's like, it's not about throwing slop or anything, but it's
No.
just about like giving a lot of opportunities. You don't know what people are going to like. You don't know when the algorithm's going to decide this one's good versus that one.
Yeah.
You just got to give a lot of opportunities for it. Gone are the days of like stockpiling for 5 years to like put something out and expect it to last more than a week. It just doesn't really work.
Yeah, unless you're
anymore.
Morgan Wallen and you put out 40 songs on an album or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's another story.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of The Passion Pod. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you soon.